to this argument.
Sure, if you want to go all liberal about it, sure, why not?
Oh, is that what this is about? Stabbing Trudeau? Is that what this is all about? You're trying to kill Trudeau with a pocket knife.
Hey, look, if somebody were to take a pocket knife and stab Justin Trudeau, you know, I don't think I'd feel all that badly about it. I'd be disappointed if they didn't finish the job, but I wouldn't feel all bad if somebody threw blood up Trudeau right now. That wouldn't offend me.
And Adrian, is that what you wanted to say tonight, Adrian? Is that you want to go back in time and kill Father Trudeau so he doesn't have a kid? Is that the?
Well, back to the last episode there. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be George, right? He doesn't look like the type of guy, but he definitely could be.
Oh, that's the thing. He can get away with it.
I mean, I'm not going to argue that fact, but, you know, I'm not going to publicly state that I'm going to stab Trudeau, because that would be...
No, you're not allowed to say things like that. I'm not...
I'm just saying, if Justin Trudeau happened to fall on my blade, I wouldn't feel bad about it.
But only if you can get that blade across the border.
Right.
Which is...
That's the correct.
Well, you know, it's not a real tight itinerary this summer on our summer trip. We could try to work in a little swing over to Ottawa. That's right beside you, isn't it?
I'm going to be honest, I did not understand a fucking word of that.
I say we could probably swing by Ottawa while I'm there, right? It's right next door to you.
Yeah.
My understanding of Ontario is there's Toronto and then everything else is a part of Toronto, so it can't be that far.
No, not really.
So maybe...
I'm part of the GTA. I'm about an hour's drive to Toronto, so... I'm part of the greater Toronto area.
So what do you want to see... Sorry, guys. What do you want to see happen, Adrian? Do you want this completely taken away?
Well, I don't think it should be completely taken away. I just think that they could relax on it a little bit.
There should be absolutely no laws regarding knives whatsoever, is what you're saying.
I don't think they should completely take away the laws of entry or import or export on knives. I think they need to relax and realize that by not allowing the import of knives for companies like Steel Will or Kershaw or Zwilling or any of these knife companies who are importing their knives into Canada, to companies like House of Knives or Mingwo or...
And if you agree or disagree...
or any company that's selling knives and stores selling knives.
Whatever you're talking about, I don't care.
I just think that they should, relax on it a little bit and allow these guys through with some bit of, remorse for it.
So if you want to respond to what Adrian's saying, hang on, guys. If you want to respond to what Adrian's saying tonight, you can give us an email, ericandgord@outlook.com. This is our guest, Adrian, who's saying it should be mandatory for every Canadian to carry a big knife, and we should all have to own them and stab each other freely. ericandgord@outlook.com if you agree with him.
See, personally, I think it should be taken another route. I think they should. I don't think there should be laws against knives. Because, face it, if somebody's coming at somebody with it's almost like a gun law to an extent, but the difference is if somebody's going to get up and close with you, like, I try giving the knife to my girlfriend's daughter, and she's like, no, initially everybody's like, oh no, because if some guy's attacking her, if she pulls the knife out, he pulls the knife, now he can use the knife. Yeah, well, if he's already attacking her, he doesn't need the knife.
Right.
He's not going to use the knife against her. So I would rather have a knife and have that option of a protection than to not have any option because it's against the fucking law.
Yeah, exactly.
But the big thing to know is that by eliminating the use of having a knife, you're literally saying you are not allowed to carry a tool. A gun is not a tool. A gun is used as a weapon. Whether it's a weapon against an animal or a weapon against a human, it's still a gun. You don't use a gun to open up a fucking box. You don't use a gun to fucking... cut a piece of fucking thread off your clothing.
That's true.
Multiple thousand uses. I mean, you could, but you shouldn't. I don't even
Right.
Jesus Christ. You know, and that's the thing. Like, the way they're setting this thing up, they're making it sound like that, you know, knife crime is such a horrible thing. Well, you know what? If you were to start looking at all the knife incidents that happen, 99% of these fucking things are kitchen knives. It's somebody grabbing a steak knife, somebody grabbing a fucking chef knife, and somebody grabbing something from somebody's house that they can use as a weapon. It's big and it's scary. Pocket knives are not used for crime. They're not used as weapons.
That's actually true. We looked up, the last time we talked about this, we looked up the stats on that, and a good percentage of them were with kitchen knives, and a large percentage were by children under the age of 12. So they're not a popular tool in the use of, or in the commission of crime by any means.
No, not at all. And that's what makes everything about this so fucking stupid. Why
Yeah.
create a law where there's no basis for it to begin with anyway? It just makes no fucking sense. Yeah. And all it's done is just fuck up the entire industry in Canada.
Well,
You just ruined fucking money for Canadians. Way to go.
well, again, now,
Personally, that I have. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Sorry, Gord, you know personally that I've had few instances, if you experienced it personally, that actually had some witnesses of people using their EDKs on me personally. And how far did it go? How far did it go? They went to a point where pretty much they would pull it out and, you know, pretty much ask for whatever they wanted. I pretty much feel like, oh, that's a nice knife, I want too. You want to see it?
And this was,
Nothing. And then pretty much they just realized that I had a big, I just took it out of their hands, looked at it, closed it, came back from and walked away.
and let me tell you, I know from personal experience, I just learned this recently, that if they ask you if you have a police record, and you say, well, yeah, everybody has synchronicity on cassette somewhere, they don't find it funny.
Because the police is a man.
Yeah, they don't find that funny. And we've got some pretty brutal cops. I know you're in North Van, so if you've got the RCMP, they're kind of, they march to the beat of their own drums there. But we've got VPD down here, and they just won't hesitate to just shoot you. Especially if you have a knife.
Another thing that's kind of horrible about the knife law, about your carrying law, is that, about the knife law in Canada, is that
Hi, how's everyone doing in here?
times that being questioned and actually
So excited. I appreciated the group answer with that one.
on the street because
I'm in the middle of a podcast.
Oh, hey.
yeah, he actually saw that talking clip and was like, what's that? And I was like, what do you mean?
I don't think they heard you.
In your pocket.
But it'll be recorded. They didn't hear you.
What? Am I on your podcast now?
You are, actually. Sorry, I got some coworkers want to come say hi to you guys because you're a big deal.
Sorry, can you hear me there?
Yeah, sorry, we're just having some trouble with our audience here tonight.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to start over or?
Gord, I think you can just pick up where we interrupted you there. Sorry, man.
Yeah, just you continue where you were because we'll be able to re-edit all this thing out later. Okay. So pretty much I was walking to a buddy's house. Actually, I was walking to a buddy's party. And I thought he was going to pull me over and look to check my backpack because I personally, this was when I was about like 17. So I had a couple of beers in my bag or whatever. Obviously, being a 17-year-old kid, I was more worried about getting my beer comes against my knife.
Hey, 40-year-old man, same worry every weekend.
Yeah. And it's like, so I got stopped and he's like, what's that in your pocket? I was like, what do you mean? That's my phone, my wallet? What do you, which pocket? And he's like, your left pocket. I see something shiny and I'm like, my keys? He's like, no, the belt, the clip. What's the clip attached to? My pants? He's like, okay, what's on the clip? Like, my personal tool? Like, can I see it? I'm like, okay, I'm pulling it out. to say that to a cop in every, yeah, I mean, these guys are under high pressure situations, but still, Jesus Christ. But and after I opened it, he asked for it, didn't see it, pretty much took it, went around the corner, and I was like, I went around the corner, and I was like, can I have that back? He was going, I hear no. He's like, you're just gonna take it? Yeah. But the best thing about this was that I had a conversation with Adrian about this before. I told him, I said, you know, if a cop takes a knife, ask for a receipt, because the cop has to give you a receipt and you can pick it up 24 hours later. Because if he's confiscating it, he's not taking it, he's just confiscating it and holding it for 24 hours. But he wasn't confiscating it, he was probably going to take it for his personal use, because he didn't even have a problem with it, actually complimenting it. Yeah. And he wanted it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure that he even would be entitled to keep that. I think he's allowed to take it to the station, and then you're allowed to send someone to go pick it up. That's my knowledge of the law. It could be a little...
You're right, but that's why they have to give you a receipt. They have to give you this piece of paper that tells you that what they've taken, description of the item, who they took it from, and how you can get it back.
Right.
If I give you that, he is stealing your knife. It's kind of like a speeding citation or a written citation for like public intoxication or something like that, but it's written as a receipt for your item that he may have confiscated.
I'll tell you the greatest thing you can do, if you ever do get a fine for that anything, public intoxication or anything like that, they are not allowed to refuse your payment. If you go in to pay it, they have to accept it. I learned this when I was very young. I went in and paid a $150 fine in pennies that I unrolled and put in a box and then poured a Coke over so they'd be nice and sticky the next morning. And took in $150 in unrolled pennies, and they're not allowed to refuse payment. Have a good weekend rolling those, boys.
That's great. There's a guy in the States that did that. He had a fine. Yeah, first you could get paid it all. It's all pennies, and he rolled it into a fucking the thing to pay for it. It was a wheelbarrow full of loose pennies. Went, dumped them on the ground, and said, "There you go." And walked out.
Oh yeah, it took two of us to carry this box. It wasn't easy to get in there, and someone had to sit there and roll those.
Fucking right.
Another good tip, whether it's the CBSA or any of our municipal police forces, you can demand to be served in French. That's your constitutional right. You don't have to speak a word to them until they provide a French-speaking officer. And you don't actually have to speak French to demand that. That's everybody's right.
So in other words, you can sit there and say, no, I want to speak to a French-speaking officer.
Yeah.
You have to wait until the guy shows up and then say, I demand to understand it.
Well, no, and then you just sit there and you don't understand a word the guy says to you, and it's hilarious for hours. You gotta have nothing better to do that day. You have to make sure you've got nothing better to do that day, and you don't mind being tasered. And other than that, it's hilarious.
We're talking about a little with the neck that I got stopped with. Sorry, I'm going back to a small tangent here. I got going back to a small story about the officer who stopped me.
Whatever.
A couple years later, I went on a plane. I went on a trip, and I just had my tool pack, my backpack with me that I used for school all the time. So I just used that for my carry-on. And I always got my little multi-tool in there, and I forgot I had it on me in the bag. And as we were getting through security, I was like, hold on, I got to double check something. And it was too late when we were in the line, and I realized, oh my god, I have this multi-tool on me. It's like, anyway, so I went through, and they're just like, I put it through the machine, bag it, put my hand up, and they're like, come over here.